going forward, no, when Yama will be in Ka, no, peace, any unity.
But is it not the reality in our Orkano because DDEP, e-levy, it calls the NPP.
E-levy the bad or crime again will be out here. It is like a BY, I said I need news. And your friend say, who are die a true we are all going to be able to say, you're going to work. It is a two for not a basa. A dear now, so yeah, dear now, catch your opinions with the Ladi with the baby and Lucy, or my cancer. So they didn't know Robert Dawaka on there. So also, did me who I did that me, and you will be report our dear court president committee or and a committee number can, and nobody has so reportable. It may don't based on that so they call thank you talk. Let me go there say. Thank you talk now work on you here Korea kaboom. They know what some of them they be also worker. Nemo will jai win a work your friends say committee you know and my party chairman and general secretary. Because party don't swear no so I won't quite idea. Let me go there say.
Okay.
And I won't know your fact better my party no. And I'm more campaign, more thank you talk. And you will say, all one contest winning, I was said, Robert a Korea bar. So what can I call the Uncle preach a Korea walk, Mantem, maybe I could be above a Korean and call first. No man said, Marco Korea, someone also, you know, we read over the bar out. Now, could be down with once a month to be different. Because I didn't answer a mark out, said the air cannon. Let me out there. Ain't you know, say, Uku, say, petrol 70 you shovel near the Okami. O Mastana, another Baba said, O President, or your vice. If you did be any Yana came and among 4 cannon, TV. And then he said, I was out to be an officer of the Hawka, and then I stepped out to media, and I said, the question of a one candia. But we can see as a war tackle penny now or do by a vice president.
What was he in a way sidelined in the governance? That is why I now all voice out.
I did about his work as well. Yes, I was yes, I like him. And I'll go. I did one come back up. Man, can't know. I did one. Me, dear, my dream will not about Kayano. A far arrogance in the doesn't follow na make us no, can they get freedom over? Because a bus I did also do by vice president, will be the outside, wow, the wow, what for the chair was second.
Free there in communal origin and a castle due to go or betray the boss.
Father, me, my green on my green on say, a sample of my trouble, you know. It is one on open a boss. I was so much general secretary and I say, don't start on the castle. Because a national council and a small sample for some questions, it's all the report number. Then you open to the public, and as I won't be presently one paper no more professional man. It means when you're privileged, when you're black, and you know now they will take you to no planning and sort of neighbor. If you was who avoided that one, you go there and talk peace and unity. So I don't really bad me. Because all for now for buying one. What can I say? Yeah, campaign. One of the aspirants can say be I children NDC for a fact at the boyety. If you know what kind, again it is the NDC for some confirmed from a boyety. I don't know I don't know
But the party leadership, chairman was so accountable. Was there a dislink between the party and then the government, Anna?
What I really power here. I just told you, Anna, you can't know about things. In the end, no comment for now.
And you did no comment.
For now, yes.
So, did Nanado failed the party?
No comments.
How much did tribalism and religious factor affected the outcome of the 2020 elections?
Oh, maybe I mean, who said religious factor be and the man you lose you? Maybe who say? Maybe who say? Yeah, go for the year, no. Attract a man for woman and trouble. Yeah, members no transfer. No, maybe you need the because wait me and call. Minister, you want to see you, but some about 2-4 hours. So, yeah, so a meeting. They know what said the whole day. The time is money. If you no, I don't can na you call it. But I mean, say because we'll be a Muslim and now we'll be a Christian to the balance. I don't buy that. But, no, it be none yet. Look at the back of it.
As a party or the executive or Indiana from where?
Ministers, CEOs, DCEs, MCEs, almost all of them. Most of them were not doing well for the party people.
Well, free the when your position, they don't mind
position on one now offend didn't go now on Kastle will be quite a quick campaign. I can bring the money from one sana, you know from what I can move about form of government. It's your phone for and and at the same time, so we were party them now a brand the yaba power now even slot back on a bar. Now we nyana just go trade Ghana. A whole lot of it will be if we say will be a yes so fancy. Bonnie the say was I in a party for the end they will be done be also. Young fancy minimum so will be bonnie a war party room on fancy party. And then the Pakon in Pakon, Pakon, Fancy, the Pakona on any months. Simple as that. Near Queen, say by 2020, give it to me winning near power.
You believe that people are still peeved or you'll be one because before the election, I walk around, I remember the then majority leader, Honorable Afenyo Makin, was preaching peace, one kambum, but it seems you will be one still. I believe people free the party will loser.
Oh, yes, true. And the opera. Oh, very, you're going to be breaker. You're going to be because amount to the change answer.
Wow.
It's a lesson to us. So, yeah, because I'm not going to see be free 2018. You see, you know, any previous elections I could in the IITC. Because it's be free, but look as if it's very free. But with the account, it was be free. So, I mean, pop party for you natural. I did your brother, say, where's it out with your position? The message will be a go to you before. Seven of my bonnet, I'm on seven. So, we are no party room where I say President Jose, when you message will be as on fan chair. Not the bonnet channel for chair. You can, as I would use in a church here about a show. On fan chair. No more now, Macaroni and build the party and build the year. Now, and as a good father by when you're the beer will a beer, we be bar, when you be a free. Now, you say party, the public show will be.
Chairman, Eli preach for forgiveness. One French. Is the party ready to grant amnesty to anyone who was suspended one, as Honorable Kennedy said?
Oh, but the free say. She granted and young bonnie because I be that. And yet, then the I be that. Dimitri and I be, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Say party members, one fine chair paying for, then the painful one grant amnesty so that you work together to achieve your goal in 2028.
Maybe as I said, a lot of people say. I was like, I will be in Tia, suspect on near the grant amnesty, but same time, I was saying, na obia to be samba back near form party near form the
so obia was suspending nyina no one squashing in your
out suspending nyina ya wo back yes.
So Honorable Alan Babak says the MPP will accept him.
Oh, why not? Yes. Why you no more back me now kui. And our dear before the coin. It is was about you accept him. Why not? A bread party, no. Why not?
Chama Bimbisa, your flag bearer, no, the running mate, Honorable Napo, ni all trances played part of your defeat, Anna.
And what trances are more kind of me anti-view in the coming general.
Oh, Chairman Antibi.
Davio.
Mo cram and crumano energies as a crowd, Yankopo crowd, 24
hours. Mamma Casa, Mamma Goma now go for buy. Or don't put Mamma Goma where who know. Usha. The crowd put me who got very notable. What I say? It is all kinds of coming from an apartment from by it or buy now. It is the other near whom I don't would do what I say. What I say? And now, look, we are politicians. They are more acquainted than any party be or what. The people go now, one take it time. As one Americano, over we are some the South, no kind of wrong. It's a way normally. Tama, President Wamen Kuma. Your battle, one of your beloved country, no more than Sorry, I don't know about our beloved country. Eh?
Okay.
Eh?
Oh, so saying your beloved country, it seems they're on way in way from.
What is the reality? Crowd on the crowd on the banner walk as while we are away mistake is always why mistake. So it's whether the way you have to be aware of political talk.
But Chama, on a campaign platform, ebia one copper na a mistake na a what you are doing, you do the humble thing and you apologize, you move on. Anna.
That's all apologize. And I will be.
It seems that any apology no one togan of on it me you.
So I go to go in day. I don't know when you're patrol. And then, or because all on Tiasia, or by open to clap on Tiasia. Nobody has okay. I don't tell you where you feel when I say it because I have mistake will be to me, yes. Oh, okay. Wrong here several times. Eh? Nano pie. If you are Thomas Rano pie, Kofano pie, what is it?
Okay. All right.
Any part of or Casemira for car, who say a president or kind one can eat or two, Ghana for my power chawa. Everybody view the term for in the one day. What come a power shop about Donsaway? It did the Bayama or you view a better say, and you could feel at your share, coming at your share, quadrant, and as I did, it has happened now, Guzuko, Kuku, Pato.
Chairman, Dr. Baumia, thank you, Tor, or Western Region, or Kasembi, and what my business me saw this question. In the run up to electing your flag bearer, in the internal politics or Crodo, and some of in Semibia, Ibn Waking, wo yi in painful binumpa, o Kejano, you cry your two abamana on to Mbobwa. I mean, do you think that means some one boa and going forward, as party executive, are you going to regulate that? How are you going to deal with that,
So I was saying, I was saying that executives are more bold enough, more self-confidence, no more self-reliance. So, one will be to me, so, yeah, be to me, I can't say matter what I'm saying, I started. Yes, it will be Pabra, where they are, or you good, kojo koye dia onko I toy bad enye yes starting no ohwemu a wontumi de kofa asase ni nyina bae okoye oko declare ma baumia ena ala nso nkofo koye work wokumase they could declare and show letters or pay before the civil committee, but would be our non for work our non could be near letters or appear before day. If you know man can take you are a hard today. But they will see the SCD would be unfortunate uncle. Yeah, part of the somehow for it would be unfortunate near to be near start to be out for. I say, Nemuye.
So the party executive, are you thinking of holding a forum obi abetum abakanase because you be want some non Kenya jemudo beje
me sana na ka me pen before the elections na me pen say ke constituency na your friend all the executive they are dealing nyina ne mo DC so ho mo peace no ho regional officers ho national officers ho free for all obiya nyina kuma no kan ya hado infini mu we are ke wo bobu ne we pacho ne wo se kan wo tiase na ka obugina an ko fi ko campaign mai ana amaso and if you this time around here I was here to be here because if you opposition be what time
okay into obiya mbo na kuma mun kam opedo kan bia we are you
yes free for all means
okay
okay obiya nyo hwe we any of them no be aka say we ko police am to ada say the police ada we have to know now no
na intimidation wo
na e bro na wo na free mu wo e free
oh okay
se me na my bibia wo fi say ya bibia wo nim bia na ye free oh esa ni ba mo say o carry na bibia free mu all that
chairman yes all right. So going forward, what are the processes for you to heal the party and bring the grieved members together back again?
And I'm saying, I can't thank you to. Yes, you said me on in the for Saba. Yes, you said you can't thank you to. We are a local conference. We are a free okono. Near the new matter to claim. You have 2 police stations about. You have to constituency, you have to region, you have to national. You are new set never battle. You did one of us. Now you were creating the BI say a car, be that partly be you know. You have to do prepare, you hand over bomb. They have to do prepare and do over bomb or battle. A new, a beautiful front from the back. It is what will be our time will be other contest with you, not your enemy. Over what BBI Ferro. A party is because of the contest, they need to know the enemy to him. No, that should be. If he say, way forward, though, the member will be at the one saying, we will contest here. I know, I didn't just say, was say, we had to say, what the real estate court, that we party there, and you want to company, and Robert so came time. Party the way I was all your soft. Maybe we are, you told me a query.
Wow. So, Chairman, and Stanley Bill.
But I'm just sure.
Okay. How do you see the chances of NPP in the next election?
I make me really class to be near what the supporters they for me to say you know me to say oh near more class and find something they are telling me about you man. That's the first one I want to declare where but yeah time yeah na me yeah tell me she can ma and so yeah you man. What do you say? She can be a free baby about. If you have a cover 2 weeks, you got to about the 5,000 was a blue piece. Yeah, the 5,000 I didn't like as you like it. What I say? It is to watch a human eye, yeah, the personal. I was a sad spirit, you know, at Trimba. Need to be a one the church party, you know. Because party to change will be a
wow. Chairman, that's it. But before you go, how would you assess the NDC government so far?
NDC government. No, Muhammad Yara.
Unfortunately, Chairman.
Oyahu.
so far? How would you assess him?
Mr. Ojamu President. So by and Chay was a sort of crown, I won't do as a senior papa. But I go one way you will be also by a 24-hour economy. Let's go who was a two that have a account. One or I'll talk to one guy. I've been you already. What ready? Anyway, make your man about 22% to be
22% so far.
So far, yes.
Wow.
I never got why I have a friend say, what do you to not share government? No, in the end of the day, I don't side of what they come 100%.
Okay.
You to know what they share government, no, a year. Because I am going to you saw system, what more you youth. If you buy an every day, so I'm packing a packet, mansion, Mabawa. I was but now they are feeling a man of probably was about 40% of the 10% woman.
Oh, okay. So with the youth need the mama president, I'm 100%. But in
the, they 100%. Why are they?
The performance.
Why are they?
Okay. But assessing him in general, no, a man 25%.
Oh, in general, they
22%. 22%. Chairman, Yandasi.
Okay,
that's it. All right.
Okay, bye.
Ebusa Yanyi Oye, the first national vice chairman of the opposition NPP. Chairman Dankwa Smith Bute, Chairman Bute, and is in common. If I is in common extensively, across the NPP. By the governance of the NDC, also former president, I'm at 22%. But with regards to the youth involvement, no woman 100% on that. And he is in common. I hire Kastle 90.3 FM. For all messages in the bra, na easy in common ewaha 0244 743 143 0244 743 143. Text message, another WhatsApp message. Fabra na inzi enkomo. Eja kwa watina si mesmo wa shani choidi. I grow. Makede e abri onye boko. Da ba so da imano ku akọ yeboa. Or your deputy regional communication officer. Ako. Hey, producer. Ako yeboa. Or your deputy regional communications officer. Zema NDC Amayuko Nunso Watanase. Impemfo ebiani ene wiabri ebezi inkomo ewa ha. Oninti mo messages in number 0244743143. Ma yenda oye game park ase. In one interview no so yana sin. Game park or say wait just pick one number. Pick them one number. You're fortunate. Uti ankokwa na dam no man drop pay. Wo sikan wobo ho wase amo. And able to make channel multiple times, 26 to 30 times. Ewo o na mana apikno. Chop for you chop some. A game pack. One unkomo in a meza channel. Ma mentwam ho tew embra. Meba mempin fatina se na easy inkomo on your number one political show. I'll be back.
New Kibo Hot Pepper Powder. This advert is FDA approved.
Frigia, don't be ashamed the other woman. Nelson and chewing them cania. And how and no one high sense. na high energy efficiency standard for anyone sa shase eno kire say ekuli pa and say yinam kania na banefeswa we did there every single door efe side by side I muso any cross door nyina high sense wo fridge sene fata wo me chede wo hia ni bi at the mouth say your vegetables or drinks one now the what diamonaka no high sense long lasting cooling no e mania fresh and bribia e 28 April e copy 8 May e high sense refrigerator promo to high sense fridge no fear gum high sense everyday prices for everyday people.
Ridge Royal Hotel, Second Reach Cape Coast. Rooms smell so fresh and clean with cozy and comfortable beds. A gym and swimming pool for your recreation and relaxation. And the food. Buffet served every day, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Alongside fast foods like sandwiches, pizzas and pancakes. That is simply delicious. Ridge Royal Hotel offers you the best half and full day conferencing packages. Indeed, that's a perfect experience for you in the Asian's capital, Cape Coast. And my go-to place anytime, any day. Visit ridgeroyalhotel.com.gh on the web or call 031-2003-222 or 050-1672-908 for more. Ridge Royal Hotel, richly inviting and comfortably yours.
Gasaba. Inwusia efri eja ni jebidie mu enye maya pomuden te se cigarette nom. Ebetumi amayen akomayare, stroke, ena daachi bi ebetumi ahayeni. Yena nanom, enanom, yenu ama, eyerenom, emerema, eduane no afo, ni obiara odaso di jebidie nu eduane. Mo mayen sesanko LPG gas. National Petroleum Authority ni inko aka bom the cylinder recirculation model aba said the ebema obiara nsa ka gas wo bebia se wo cylinder anase wo ni bi kayen CRM anamontuo ne ho eno ane se wo beko bebia yesesa cylinder no siasika kakra bi na je cylinder ya hye ne ma ana sesa wo cylinder na gas ni mu no ye behwe se bibia ntochima se ye bisa mo se mo wo gas afedie gas abo Gasaba. In Kaiboy Free National Petroleum Authority, any Ministry of Energy.
All right, we say my mention more akwa baby o enfamra Kastle 90.3 FM. Memma no hodo and we abri yeshia e wodu ma wo messages in mbra 0244 743 143 0244 743 143. Text message, another WhatsApp message. Ma message no enfado embrana makan meze amo. Angima. Akwaba.
Eja, mejo so michia Kastle FM telephone aso.
Telephone aso jodo. And eba ha check. After the thank you to of the president. Na me hu weni mokor.
Na yebeko so aba na everyday yedi dwuma foforo bi so baby. But thank God them dwuma na yedi ewie. So we are back to Cape Coast inti. Yebeko so aba di dwuma ma Cape Coast etumpon. Ma ban papa yo be so ogama na nya ho mfaso.
Okay. All right. Eja akwa.
Uncle Swan.
Akwaba.
Eja. Ya me na asum dwenkan.
Anka wo so.
Menchia na menchia wete fa wote. Enkankanara Ghana imbebun. Na mankanche honde. Azibiara worry biano. Won hwe na won hu de society will judge them. Nti say as no you positive or a negative or yen hwe society will judge us. Ne make sure that we live an impactful life that should be yeko hen communities yeko ye schools yeko ya sorima obaka chodo dem abrent say dem ababa we dem nyipe or ye dem aziz bua na man ne crew na sorum no matter how big or small it is, is able to my biara. Yeah, na to them and painful can posterity or judge us.
All right. But I say, every sentence painful. Anyway, I bring what's in our ebezin come. But ma yenkote the vice president, former vice president, ni in Koma or called the Western region. Okay, during the thank you tour. There many chairman Bute is on Komo. But Mamumbo voice, Orca, the reasons for NPP's defeat in 2024 election. Yenti. Na yambrasisia.
Answer. The internet answer. Why did the votes come that way? Research debris about since election, no? Said Yefemu Ashike the Global Info Analytics were Parliament so aye research Conrad Adenauer Foundation aye University of Ghana debris aye. But Ushe reports there are a few factors. General Secretary so about Okwe report and also Aye Ashe Nina. Ushe all the studies are so far. The big issues are one, cost of living. Niema bo e kosoro ahochiri e bai. It was a major issue. Emma nipa ebufuye same so cost of living one major factor. Now the come idea arrogance of power express yasu na din yasu din yentie asem party for country say yenye reshuffle. And yes, sir, 8 years, Yanti. And yes, sir, party for country and said, Yan pay 11. 11 no other hygiene. Now, Ushe mobile phone users, sir. Mobile money. Only 16 million in this country. They are only using mobile money account. 16 million. All the voters only mobile money. 11 no other hygiene. Behind the person answer party for country said haircuts debt restructuring DDEP. Someone can answer. Say debt restructuring behind because most of them are pensioners. Now you can't say meeting and you can't say yamfa omon kahom. You may you wait through and announced said there will be no haircut. Some Ghana for in IAG, but a buyer you pay a haircut. And a nipper be brave if we because Omoamokuta sa bonds omuye 800,000. 800,000. Omoyina omo dependents, 3 or 4 dependents. 80 is over 2 million people. Omobufua every year now. The SASO and a buyer, your delegate system, no, General Secretary Abom, the Nasa Mama, a high Nipa Bebre Bufu, police stations, 18 at year, the SAS system. We so share a buy, Yetia Napco, na Yetia afforestation for you, Katre so Yetio. Afforestation require 100,000 people. Afforestation require 70,000 people. We now before they breed by, before they breed a buy, and also share regions they breed. Said the General Secretary Kanye. Your votes no do no. Ya need to make Western region said the Okai, Uko Jomora, Uko Evaluator, Uko Pohoa. So many places, they are fine. A problem. Not that said, it's nearly Shaban, yes. So the problems, that is just Western region. Miko Ashanti region, the same problem. Miko Bosonifer, the whole constituency said na evaluator acting only 1 inch of tar road, the whole constituency. Eti ebufuo no so ebae. Eti na ye ohu ye no na problems. By your strongholds no Oshe, Ashanti, Eastern, Central, Western, Broma, half of them. These are strongholds. Nanipabu, Efupa. Now also, Osha, na MPP, na Kotu Abano, na Nkabono, na Enuhopa. And yes, na Yankasa against each other. Na NDC airport radio TV towards the 2-3 weeks to the election. So now only campaign but playing our own language back to us. Until that here said, yeah campaign, here said, yeah internal contest. Don't break down your opponent. Say that you cannot campaign for that opponent. Here, National Cathedral, National Cathedral, after $58 million. Now, Nipa Bubrebu as far as the National Cathedral. Uko Galamsey, our approach in Galamsey, that costly, you will see all the mining communities virtually. Now, Adiana, 3 days to the election, 3 days to the election, yet to petrol, and yes, sir, 3 days. Mimiti and can say, Omobua. This is how young, see about 3 days to the election, you go to petrol. Hey. You can say we and I say you can say now driver for a good food 3 days and umoko 2 abano enti abaya ko 2 ebufuo abana nipa 2 enyasa ebufuo abana nipa 2.
So this is according to the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana and then the flag bearer of NPP. His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Hey Patrick.
Okay,
a bitter truth, Anna.
I say
a bitter truth, Anna. A bitter truth.
About what?
What the vice president is saying. Former vice president.
Oh, you can call it anyhow you want to call it. But some of these things, as political party, as Ghanaians, we know the mixed haps or mixed feelings about some of these policies and programs. I'm not surprised the former vice president and flag bearer Orca, although I've not been privy to the reporter on Orca, but as a member of the regional and the district campaign team, Echo out Nerka campaigner, who party for the means may be the chill. But you see, one thing there say a wabema, there are certain things osa ebotuma yehu bibi so wa into me yehu hwe. For example, 3 days to the election, what to petrol or no kwa you regulate your marketing, your deregulation, you see, and the government has little power. Zabotuma ende ebi eba subsidize, but so then say subsidies, only hobium. So there are other external factors, because I quite remember I think the world market, the barrel of crude oil was, I think, $176 or so. Abandoned to me, but in the case it is about $65 per barrel. Into the Mabrin what to nail collections are bonde and knowing there abandon aya budget na ya wazi inara as they call election year. Now abandons will make commitment there. O send hand budget deficit although or your election year, but obe make sure there obo operate within the confines of the budget. Yes, there were a lot of things that accounted for our defeat. The vice president is not far from right because yenyim the means the men and the means the men and this MPP losing Gotina Orba out. You remember Kosiboche report? There were a lot of things we can relate to this on my pain in other bodies work and see. To me, the most important thing is how MPP will put Yehu together, how we can energize our base, because this is not the first time a political party will lose election or a political party will win election. But the most important thing is how you put yourself together and form a formidable force, able to as a check the government in place. MPP we did well because extra policies and programs nanzama wodi tutu gwa de bia makade aban biara nyi ho a obakade anu ne tirim yezen aban bia comes with a good intention de opedo ye bibi ozeboa ne man nti aban ye bi ibi so ha aban ye ya Ghana fu hu de ankoye ba baby so there at that particular point in time no in abazi na nka aban botumaye. There are other alternatives ibimo other school of thought wo trade nka aban botum aye, but they be amakede when a decision is being taken and you are not part of the decision makers, don't assume that those who took that decision are stupid. Because at the time I will take a decision, maybe in who's aware then wohu. But what take them decision now equal in the CCR able who there sign them decision upon hindsight and upon reflection able who there ebia wankwe. Arrogance of power it's true. What's power corrupt? Absolute power corrupt. Odu baby no na abunsempo pedo onye yankopon challenge do onye ne yepe enwa enti nipa biara nye tum na se inyo bia naturally sebe inyim how to handle tuma obedizu trim, and politicians are always exposed to some of these things. Onye MPP nkotin BSC wo NDC da, and currently BRC and the arrogance of power, arrogance of power. In the health minister ontum kanche Dr. Nya Wateton ma wabe CEO de shut up. Nchehu say onye arrogance of power inka obi a watu aba mode be KMA boss intum kanche onwe de when I meet you or on the street with my 10 men and they are whips yabo bro. So yeah, arrogance of power. What constitution baby are you are watch room there say a minister na ye the KMA boss. Na ekwa today be a binum what on as war unapproved place or the chabada ze show. I'm coming na. Your constitution watch room baby.
So what be redraw that state?
Oh me be so asam. Man can redraw
one show no baby.
Inti so yeah, arrogance of power be because of it there at that time and Nezina wote watu abana man into obosho. So yeah, arrogance of power. Minister ontum kanche doctor nde. Shut up. So yeah, arrogance of power. Inka sabi whistleblower ontum mada convict. Mwa whistleblower ontum mada there obi oye accused person. Ni na ye arrogance of power ni bi. So yeah, arrogance of power. Inka ebia ababiri mfido ma ababi mbanti onumpo no hona ze on shada in home bebre o sande oye nipa ni su sabe subana what it to wo fie no onu bi na ebotum ze poi because yenyim a lot of politicians are although wonya pa but the way I will put ourselves together share the late Professor John Evans PV Atamos hwɛ John Ejekum Kufuor di euro were politicians hwɛ Papa Otu Ankoma hwɛ Kojoban Redu enwa wo nyina were politicians but wa matumin ayeden endidi wo tirim o send them per their nature no wenyim the way I want it nyanyim nkrofo bi so a per their nature say onye arrogance of power nka who is a my brother a penyin my brother kakraba mpa me penyin chen Sami Jemfi do botum wa ka che a whole military capo there yaba power ma will sack all of you na waba power man penyin mahama wa point junior rank officers mo abeye penful wo senior rank officers wodo oye arrogance of power onye arrogance of power nka sebe Sam Nateja George on katina public account wenyim na on kan sama wa kan on fata mfa ncheche ni colleague parliamentarians nti oye nipa ni su ina naban ina sebe obiare fi there onya 1 cd 2 cd na eja onya ne ka bi na odema ohun nkrofo nka ni na de wonye nipa nti neze oye nipa nisu bebia MPP ye gine na CCR bebia ye gine the most important thing is ye be reflection na ye hu de the only political party ye ba bema ye tum ye yeza Ghana fo ma wo hu boto honen onye MPP a ye botum yaye yeza ma hon nti oneze oho bo hye biara aban bi botum obaka de orehye de yazizi djuma no ibi ho a obezido obeye bi model ibi ho a onzido onye bi model because say yet there Omanpai Mahama na NDC world born to one what's world by my cost of living akofombia but in Ghana there are 2-3 things are basically o define your cost of living yan utility na yen ezba na yezimoboa so obey light be watum and I want to kwamna so watum nti ne so obi o ho a onye ne de
is that amount to arrogance of power
me kasa me say obi o ho a onye ne de obi o ho a obeye ne de because abani fi de ni policies and programs no all those tugwa no the mazin no de oy den obuan semua Omanpai Mahama say okay chen de oba LGBTQ+ honestly Omanpai that one sign oba lo oba sign but onyimsu de mbrem no buy onyim de o say I aspire with them 10 year na abana ho no oye campaign no onyim de oba them abana time no oba aspire with 10 year I do go through another processes until there are certain things
that's about processing the book and still oba sign so okada oba sign
I won't
with the LGBTQ no osi oba sign and yenyim there at that period no the election abano that era ni nyina we twemoko so definitely will reignite the process in biwa oba sign
okay so yeah Kastle
me too
as communicators yeah kasa yeah communicate more statement you working o na rekan ya mo Omanpai Mahama na dadam no kan
mean to me can ye farmer because wa can ask them I mean to me can
into Baraka
power can make them
into Baraka dam no can
let me say power can I mean to make but in time now when you there that regime no after the 7th you know another after Oba swear the president in that regime is off
oh no one and win
you are aware
me no Omanpai Mahama no him statement up upon making a make a choice the also oba sign na maybe so do buy wa sign on sign explanation was in my head there or expire with that regime na maybe so there say on your politics in a young kasa that then that down far inka obia oya assemblies of God ni na kwesidi yokwa asori o do catch head there the mob azina was there but emi ba o sende no ya ba bi na bredo no ho nti onye aban bokwan emem ba mo go through processes then Ghana for it ase but munue kwapia oto abanzi ma Omanpai Mahama because also ba obasan kwapia no onyim there them processes on end wo ho asma American biom se ababi ordinance sheba ne ye koye nyim oba affect nkrofo me o man pay ba o mia na asem o kan ina me yiyi ne kokoro na afeze me bon ntofa de say aban bi wa bem no ore yaza o good intention but as soon as situation bi bo confront na obo de no baby am gina en oyezin mo na good intention o de ozin zema bi ba obo ma aban no ho aiden ahehen and a critical one ni napku na my brothers our afforestation I went to your me just there at that time and na aban ni nyadwen money there or from rent and maba wa there won ka yedwuma worry to your hotel but aban no there oh metua bosom ko metua bosom ebie minister mo ho ahahom ni nyinara obe affect the performance of the abandon ni na boil down to them politicians sometimes we should be measured in the hopes we give to our people because ebia ebeche bobia ebodu what na ebo na bo a me share ni fulfillment no be den obeyezen o send e bia sibia ina mu woman ina onte dam biom o man pay mahama so bo ka che de oba covid levy covid etwom dada moboa wo be ye fio moboa budget na wodi tugwan pocho we yi covid levy na fio anke sman pocho boom o na aben we yi na won yi fio into what da hoje me be so
about you are aware
me you kasa
no
yes
you are aware I cannot answer you that question
but you are
aware that covid is still covid levy still was charged covid levy
no me pede confirm mam mo na mo call Montessori na mo abin mo na mo kankan enti me pede confirm ezemam enti say ochabodo oba obeye fio imprempren oba abemi we hu de nzama kura na ebie bi enti oda me yeden motum bo ase na me hyehyam nzama na metu mai den me yefi ho obi bo hu de no o man pain wadadam enti obotum za to aba ozaiden odetiam now when they go back to do one review about the it be some section of Ghana fubi percentage be because of Osha bode oba covid living obeye fi won ne wentum wenye fi won on into the what to about zaiden odetien ibi muso bakade yes o man pain no oye nipa oye kukudofo o sende Osha bode obeye fi won oba bem no hu de nzama kura na ebie bi wo ho a or the autonable or the autonable and I'm speaking this buttress the points with the afforestation and the e-levy as I'm no it's at any point in time abano ze in shishebi ba bono butaya ote echi no oye papa but work when you obonde nzama bi bokwetia se onye politics in o there NDC nzama papa ba yam kade onye MPP zinzama papa ba yenke de onye ina nke yenyinare ya hwede ya cheche oman na although me opposition although me wo abem enzama yezigu kwem na yeze chechire oman za obobuan woma yenye na omboa because I quite remember Harry Nedrisu wojina ho simply do kede yes the 11 they support it in spirit and in letter but it be a percentage ena won hwede won ye hu bibi but echi o man payin na the then general secretary Asedu Nkatia wo ba out wo be making one press conference na no opposition oye osisen nti bibia o ho a butay no ti echi oye butay papa but obodum ribi no na bo de politics na yeze for ho nti bo ma azen ne fewa oye da iden efi ho nti whether bitter truth or bitter truth you lose election what's it itutua osibema nebo MPP will go back do hen re-strategize re-strategize nearby because we know the NDC eshe in summer working na eshe it is early days yet but mpemfo say agroboswa ofiribaze anapa eshe zawori ya CCR I am tumdo system ya no chede nya bibi papa biara na wotum waye wazama Ghana for na mum se Ghana for numsu atwen ope na NDC for ya kan yen ho aboma. There comes another time they will give MPP another opportunity to serve. So all hopes are not lost. We've lost election. Whether or you're huge, whether you're unprecedented or precedented. Azibiara Sibiara, Bins Azibiara Binsi de Biara, Osa, oya yo. Say a girl in jail, whether no girl in jail for the first time, oya yo. My brother, Oti, Sabe. When win election him we lose election obey any yo into honestly the million nara or na mesre there yan for the million na to enchen ni enhwe there ye funu mukro number ye MPP fo na yan kan ye humbom na empaibo na azibiara or de ye ze bo party yan for bo party no na za e ba ya abane no ne ho beye akondo ama Ghana for no MPP amenye ku no ho akondo ama Ghana for na yemfa butai papa ina empaibo yemfa mbo a omampen mahama na ni NDC mo won chichire Ghana emide bia makade ye politics but I don't wish the Mahama President Mahama will fail 4 years neso ne assess based on nankasa nensama okena on yezibo hu de why aza na de on yaze ba ye ko yenyim ye de ye obi bia fan checklist on ntine ya check one de mazi okeda obeye ne ya taken the mazi okeda on ye ne ya taken nti yerehwed obezi bi papa bia nyi ho a wa hyeda wetum waye mamu hu de oye papa wo ma mobo na badwan de we make some fulfillment our the national youth policy in a national development planning commission one youth report index I think it can domain 212 or so one of the domains talk about political civil and religious participation of the youth the same thing in the national youth policy and I'm happy there he has given some chance to Imabun Ghanaian youth woboba ne government ma what obeye additions are what is because in 2016 Abra wasn't see Eguado as co-chair or SDG can speak hotel. I was fortunate there mafaba we you Ghana they won't call them international conference in Ibino. I was the rep for Central Region. Now omeki a statement de bia mazebona badra muhude oriye. Also now the Ghanaian youth has shown it there when the opportunity is given to them they can excel. But if you don't give the youth the chance to make mistakes, they will not learn from their mistakes. Inti honestly, they be amazebo o mampenyi mahama na badu de webwe na banu muma emrentie na mabawa warkeshim na emrentie na mabawa warkeshim no so na wenye mpemfu ofia wo to ho fo sende za sameje mfi na Pablo mu na nzama wo keken a ene wo yeye asofu na mpemfu na ne weke
Patrick Eboye for Medasi Patrick Akwa
na banta no ma mpedem kasi meka sa
what time you have elapsed your time. Thank you very much. Time I made them on me more 15 minutes 20 minutes so mami mo bi su chance na so nka sebi. All right. Hey ma
minia medasa na kwenja odiamam na mechi aye party mpenimfu na so titulu ma me madam the communication officer of the Central Region Madam Gabriel Tete na minia asemi ya de to ho se yembobo hu na ya kitwe bi ya sema o se ye chinetai hasema kamini abetu mebu ani tietie anu ama ne kasa ayetia asa no mekoma asem so no me de ya kokese ma yem brother na nabi ya to say thank you to imu honorable opayansa
also yan kwa wa na nabi abakreate it is never true
bacha meba me say ya to say wa hwe na swum
onu nso abekere onye no kware
mana se onye no kware
na nabi so onye no kware
oh okay but opaya ansa na de on kasai
so be a was one but now so many panels on Yano. So I pay parents
yeah better also but ya kona me man because ya jira he na sensible studio na who producer head wa I'm not expecting you say obeko out I can say producer head him and we can say wan yoshi nti ma yemfe no ensi hwa kakra mbesa me kan say ye na ye nim say 208 time Ekufuado on nominate eye ba omia no MPP for ebufu kakra ba wo mu because they were thinking senka obe nominate obi a oye party ni na nkodina that elections no so Ekufuado came back and defended himself and one of the reason of the mind is say Semne Ekufuado me be president as I said me obi a obetu me gina economy na chira mam na watoto niama mama ban nani ma benuyam. That was the reason Ekufuado, and in fact MPP Fumpenufo na aka say when Ekufuado met the party leadership in presenting ne running mate I will raise issues this was the reason or the mind one major reason 208 anyeye and anyeye na John Dramani Mahama buy John Evans Atamas buy then president 2 year what di from 208 to 2016 what buy dia bawomia ya ne say de bia ogina say economy ne ye na say what they share Ekufuado ne nsa enam so no bawomia wo honti bibia be fine series of talks are series of nyama bebre na Dr. Intigana fu benya ajedi woni mu say am pass ye the economy ni share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni sema bibia be fine 2016 na watu abama MPP na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obai say ye ka abaya ebe economy a wan bombo den a na MPP aban yet one Trump card na what person what the Ghana so ye Bawumia or behwe economy Sentia make say aban one bomb body when it comes to economy a MPP aban ya sama Bawumia nankasa o kan ya o say yembobo hu na yenka ho asemi edikan o si mbebu nya adwuma wentua wonka economy ni yanka yentua wonka o say ye fam bebu nya ma wa reshem say wonko ye adwuma na ye kura bosum wo be ya bribi kakra na wo de ahwe we ebusuafo na won so wo de bi abo wo ho bra Bawumia say mebu na ye ma wo edida so no yentua wonka and
but can we judge him with that the economy was bad?
What I'm saying is if there was money, if the economy no were running well, my bribia ya fine, my money koye ya. Mini yanko yes can jam baby uneka. Into a honor reason in tia what the nankasa buy no. We fairly any ye fail number 1. There to do bien. I say answer na 3 days ibedu ma ya to abakura what 2 fuel. Fuel the heart of the economy. So Bawumia is the chairman of the economic management team.
By convention.
Whatever. He was the chairman of the economic management team. Inti eba say Ghana for kwa huhiem. Inti yampe kwa nga ya de betoto say de be ya what to fuel mu amano ne kra. Ghana hayan tuma. Na Bawumia na edwuma. Because energy minister na de oho but eba ne say yan hwehwe sika bi ne yan fancy akiri ne yan fandandan no say na ebe ya yan fa bed ni na anko amanfo ne so a Bawumia na edwuma ose oho so wentumanye otodu biom ose wo implement policies bebra na nke ni kwan say wo implement yi levy betting tax obo nyama bebre ni na ye finance related issues
DDP
and how remember how unsan me be dey ato nchen be say make ho asem e finance related issues
na Bawumia as head of the economic management team and Obia what did they buy to come and control the finance aspect of this country. Send ya be your mind no a mine crown him no sa tam na Bawumia we minia ade bia nya reho se we hu Obia ye adwuma na watch him come na ne kom chim ni mu no ase me disika to baby send ya be ya that me be ya me penny a me disika no be sa me ho yare them haircut in sensem na di na utie mpenimfu an wo kasa we saved for our future to pay our medical bills to pay our children's school fees nada krope odo na wo yire na wo mba mu didi o una mabusuafo mo toto adan akase mo yanu ama akase president dan kasa obai economically baby a ote nkrofo a wote ne dan anim a woton adi na otu on to asase ni 15 million Ghana cedis
no sound no di yenyim because of security reasons
bacha meba
yes.
Unim baby a mahamate
minim maybe ote
security reasons o ya sure say mba na wato adu ekufu adu ni dan anim ho no wokoto aba na ekufu adu call no ka che say me president for some security reasons metumu na edua green grass wo ho se na ebe ya wanu edua mbebo wa nko beto aba ma no
the security protocol
but
you are aware of the security protocol
me say me pa cho me ba ekufu adu ni fie fence wo ho unim baby a Fra Staff House a basic school ewo I just at the back of the main Fra Staff House office no school phone come a school ho and when you say asemi amika wunima from Ekufuado from baby anamba nete to baby Ekufuado ni fie wo no no kwankra chantem ansana wa kofie ho yet otu won dua green grass wo ho ni na ye economy ni bia obi na nu ediba mbebo no where was Bawumia see de ani to nchana or how atitikum for the first time a former chief justice of this country odinisika akoto was said that you the bebo ne bra and so abane the next kind more call demonstration na me said those times you know demonstration no one hwebi I saw people who what to reach ma walk on demonstration what to reach ma walk them ebinim nkran stroke some died in the course of this activities you know where was Bawumia see the way na to nchan a Bawumia ka kire yen say edwuma titire wunti a Ekufuado de ne bai say onbeye no say edwuma no wentum anye and o ka kire MP before a we hia say me ye ya kan de ye medu bedi a ye dui nti o ho ne ye de beto a one party asema but asamba akwa mpese me ka kire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne say he as a leader on the one call 2024 elections no ne kasai did you see say Bawumia we take blame for anything he was blaming his master he was virtually blaming Ekufuado say Ekufuado no nuama oye ya 1 year ni ye nti
but he was part of the governance speaking to what happened at that moment
na me bisa say anya ye kura we don't buy to come and hold the economy so when you bribia kwan you be a financial advisor to the president or the men yashe advise the president on financial issues what kind of advice did you give to the president
so you think he's exposing the previous administration
Ekufuado na waye na senye Ekufuado na waya nka sema Bawumia kan onkeka mini akame unne u producer na esi ha na asema ba studio ha na ye na ya ka wie na ye ko na producer gina bonte share ni view say uya wonu amaye yanka de ma asem na ensi a is he not hypocrite na me nyame na metu MPP fofo na Bawumia na nkasa akase wo hwehwe bi mu edi ga na enima na yo no because Ekufuado man akwenja kakredi sa akwenja no wentuma amfa nya bribia ma wenim gu ase a finance expert if you dey oku bribi hu a oku digitalization hu
This is the order of the day.
See, I hear then no going from finance to digitalization. So, Nibia just about me is not a sincere person. One thing I know about Umiana who taking a blame for what happened. Share no Kakwesi report. In 2017, when Mahama started in the thank you turn, baby you are small in Kaka and say, Mena media ni maya kono, Mumfa Bribia and Siam. That was Mahama Nasem. I say election 2016 no. I made John Dramani Mahama. Na media ni maya ko elections no. Bribia and Koya, Mumfa Siam. Between on about Umia, who is a sincere person. Minia Ghana abedum bribi awe hu obia obema mbebu no hope ene na Ghana for hwehwe say the money pa no ntine Ghana so. Unfortunately the sitting first vice chairman of the MPP chairman Bute we gina ha ka kire yen say Mahama ma mbebu na ni da so minia wabo Mahama na ba so say opo bia oba abemu na obedi o man na so a o man bebu wohu de ase say wo ye na wonye ni da so a e John Dramani Mahama. Are we not the future of this country? So if you have someone the future of the nation, power to operate and free will to do things and then for so be bro mine so ni pay ye ja no hokofa obi a onye sincere ana aban a otesa no ye ja sa aban no ye kofa aban bi a onye sincere na ba unya nti ye na ye nim se nka unya bibia mfembre mu obi a wankasa awrani mate no so nka umbre mi no nti ba unya was happy na po insulting Kwame Nkrumah. He was happy because I was expecting him to say the Akufo-Addo ye mabubo suri na mankasa me running mates na posu ye bi because you don't stand on platforms and insult Kwame Nkrumah.
I'm not contributing to the loss of MP.
Me the minimum. The American say Sabaumi atum kan in some fe Akufo-Addo no ho say Akufo-Addo no ma wolusu elections are.
Wamba Akufo-Addo on normal.
Who take the ultimate responsibility?
Obonidin as what?
Obonidin say
he was speaking to the policies. I want to the policies.
Never. Who takes ultimate responsibility of those policies?
The president, but he was the vice president and he was part of
the vice president. Na me yan why am simpapeni be bi obe piam bia na meko. Nti na me nim ho hwe. Nti bo ka bia mo nko bisa president no. But ba omi aso ni refi say okoja platform so onya asem bia nka say ototo ne nsa kempaluta na osaw. Was that a campaign message? Ye collections are oko constituency bia wotum ka kire o pain say ye beto abamba omiam wa be president de nka ye betwen 20 years akra na party ni beba power na nye ba omia ye betwen MPP people were saying this and I can say it on authority. Mede ni NDC ni enam amembu papa ye bunti me percent NDC bet na hoda na NDC bet na hoda anytime the MPP for the Dr. Mahmoud Baumia the failed economists she say why die technology man what den beba no we are sure they say yen over 1 million votes today 1.7 million votes today then yen sabeka.
But before obey Dr. Baumiano, the NDC then okay Sir Dr. Baumiano about that 1 year campaign, but 1 year campaign.
Say year campaign naturally say nyame mba yen bra wa mayen and it reflected in our vote. So share campaign yanyo
NDC for year campaign.
Mahama 2012 with the Akufo-Addo. Mahama 2016 with the Akufo-Addo. Even when he was the president. Now Mahama 2024 with Baumia. It will tell you say NDC yanye campaign. Now Mahama 2012 for continuous 6 months. Mean yes you say or die 4 hours in Poda. That is why you see him 2 a.m.
No, 5 places, sir. If you know what the 3rd place. On that 2024, they say, you tune da, you saw a conine mukakra. Na yaba because you will be on bonoma, Baumia. Tiana say, yeah, you quite 1.7. Nah. Okolusu 1.7 years. Where decide is so big one party, no? Share no thank you to her. Share one general secretary, and I watched the video. So being made deny. General secretary, no address in Japan. I say in 2028, we'll make sure we'll form a government and Mr. President, no, the next check in Japan. So there are section of them who think to say Baumia should belong to the history. Well, on father Semenko because one may every papa be a man MPP for. That is why I obey son and be. Original announce to say, and you never me as organizer of the party, me Makwama Baumia and the hijack party because in your power. But unfortunately, I are too late because I just have also Baumia until I didn't the name. Yen. Timer, well, yeah, Professor Kosiboche's report, you know. The party, we were privy to the report. Yembisa, I mean, you are MPP, you are executive member. Yembisa, say, is he privy to even just a part of the report, just a section, maybe a credit, or you privy to her? Na party, who say na nsema wako chocho no wo chocho to favor obi na party this and the fem bakra ya ye beko ye thank you to. When Mahama was going for thank you to no oja platform so no kasa, he speak to the report. Professor Kwesibocho's report. May he so rest in perfect peace. Ojina baby also report this to say it be Mahama me bad ya me yan say ye be yan say and at the hope bread party for no ye tum ko ye nim. Ya dem people for us.
All right.
So when you be a ogu one party na ma won. Yan so de ya bebo ha kopem say party ni begu because you say Red Baumia as their presidential candidate anytime you be election bia. Se me ko akumpo na wadem be kwa I will win the election for NDC.
Okay, may I say, but saying that NDC one campaign, I will not agree with you because 20. But me patch say compare the 2016 and the 2012 campaign to the 2024 campaign. Okay,
that is what I'm saying.
May I say, Ebusi, I want to for messages in the 0244743143. Na yenzi enkomo ewa text message and a few WhatsApp message. Yenzi enkomo ewa ha. Hey Patrick.
Hey,
do you think that Dr. Baumi will go on a party now?
My brother, ye fi campaign mu na oya me yo there Uncle Suman. They be a makadama asemi there. He made a statement. A tried a bubble. Nejai.
What statement?
Can he provide the evidence? Ochede Nanado to land na owoni fi nenyim 15 million. Oh, but Uncle Suman, a journalist. When I was speaking, you were probing, but you never saw the need. Make a China there or a security zone in a rubbish, and you allowed him to throw that into people's eyes. Shana Makasembia, I miss some evidence. Debia, I make Debia Makadama Semi.
No. You can't tell me what to do on the program. That Shana may miss our evidence. But Ebi said, I need a proof. I would ask you to prove it.
Because I won't give it to you. Because I know that CCRN Bosemka na penti yankwa ndamala.
I am Bosemka program na. So make your statement.
Can you substantiate what he said?
Make your statement. On our best, I will ask him. What is your problem?
You ask him. I draw attention at Quebec.
I want draw my attention. So
people are listening to us. The masses will judge us. If you are happy with him, let him go. Biom. Biom. Intina His Excellent Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia the NDC fu binum wo a wonsuaze as deputy regional communication officer so suazi na wakan wo budget a nkobo hu de kese ato forcing okay chairman within the budget that the government left a robust economy because head international gross reserve $8.9 billion they are not going to add a chefunteyo sikana na nadu na baumia wejana me brother in the yatiti ya Ghana ye mo wa ba be ma wenye bibi no oye djuma ohwan na no tie condition min or catch Ghana for there the ma ban en ya ban papa now so wo finance minister wa catch hen there aban na nadu na ban na ba omi aban weja ho sika into wo beza market $6 billion ah what for being kaka ho you know it within the budget it is en obi asabe otida me brede na say onye bosemka lies deceit propaganda today critical of NDC for session media phone mahama bai na bai wenye djuma warrior wo mo hosika mu wodinti wa NDC for kasa no yakohwimpa won kahwen budget mun owom baumia na nado abana osolen yen atofo sense weja he sika aheziem fa bi nkaka ho sika na baumia enna na nado enna Ghana funya asabe yagigi he to nkakankra mo mani kwanayim yeje kasie de omanu kwa hehiem ma yebayi sidam sikan atofo sense yemfa bi maka humum ne yerebedi dem sikana na wi abatina ha na ka che hede Ghana fo de dam aban enye aban papa namom moje eyi akohwi aban a owodi ono oye aban papa bio nanado na aban baomia na aban a ofido etide nanado oka chede oba obeye free senior high school o make caveat be you promise Ghanaians that every university student or call 100 you will pay whole school fees and waka chede the mazin wetua munua kwapia na aban baomia na nanado ho aban onye papa no ba bem no ka chwo de o send yenyim the human resource of the country oye azo here hand ya ba mamofoba ni nyimeze no wo bana report tuadon onyenda de abanya inka that campaign promise you will fulfill when in Nanado's government in a chidende Ghana ya yewomi abada kokai oman dabia na Nanado na ba 8 years na itibi
na Nanado na ba no wanchi cocaine wo manimu
minti bida Mante, say super different. Mama Kabasa.
No. Don't say that. No. Tay. You made. You made a statement. You made a statement here, but I try to ignore you. I try to ignore you there. NDC abandon Ben wabo journalist be no pie. So you are insinuating that the NDC government obian face camera obiara, and we are here juma mobiara. You made a statement, and I try to ignore that. But you are still making a statement today. I am defending. What am I defending here? What am I defending here? Am I defending what?
Randy Abe Juma.
Randy Abe. Are we discussing Randy Abe here?
Are you journalist?
Are we discussing Randy Abe here?
Are you journalist? So if I tell you
that you are a communicator, master communication, mate I say. So you can't make statements here. You
Randy Abe or a journalist. Into we catch the what?
Randy Abe is not here. Come le suma na meta me new reason come on ha. And Tabekara we able to a journalist in county will make propaganda in power and kahia. What are you insinuating?
Randy Abe more could be wakasa. No Randy Abe in Ghana.
Alright, so make your point in end. Make your point.
It's Massama America me tafe wakan de. What I say there, as some of my bread or kade, Baumia, yenim ne track record, Wagana ha, in a Baumia and or you see the word we inclusive, we na Ghana ha eba vice president in a waba, one Ghana vice president, one nim ayadu, ye diviasi in ade, ye ka. Sikasama and Shishaya, ye we basa, ye were the physical the monetary and the economic, the technological aspect of it. In the they thrived on technology. Nese one thrive on technology and Kamahamori campaigning or Bakache or the drones, Abefu and she shared was about fighting Galamse. Se one thrive on technology in Kakujo Tabrakwa passport in Azia, Baumia when we then there. I papa morbe in on thrive on technology. Then Akoshina wanted to talk to one platform then working can, and as a regional deputy communication officer, you are poo-pooing the importance of technology, but you are driving on technology in a mul use wabem. You can reprobate and approbate. Hey, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia in an anado Dankwa Akufado, the legacy where Jan Wagan had, yes, he NDC. All
right.
But the masses are there to testify. You were gonna have sebi eco hospital in emergency case ambulance also botuma kompo in a nimu oya ram. You were gonna have we know and nanado naban yenyim za osi waha. You were gonna have yenyim za dumso or causing kofu. In fact, according to Ministry of Finance, the country yen GDP no or call from because of the doom so.
All right.
But Yamin Chaze, His Excellency na now the Danko Akufo-Addo na Baumia, MPP aban obezi Ghana dwi. Iti doom so de biom. Ni na nsenya ran kofi waka for ho bai. Nya na doom so still ara all kodu wa Ghana e. Nti ba sam na pede ka kire hen.
Me da say all right. Ebusia ma o message se mbra. Aha Kastle 90.3 FM. Okay. So Meba, this was reported by Daily Graphic. That is Graphic. On the 11th of March 2018. And it reads, Nanado personally paid compensation packages to traders around Nima residents. Now, it says, the Minister for Information and Presidential Spokesperson, Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid, has described as completely false media reports that shop owners and traders around the private residence of President Akufo-Addo were given only week notice to vacate the location. The statement issued by the presidency, signed by Dr. Hamid, said the leadership of the artisans and traders requested for a 6-week grace period from national security beginning from the last week of January 2018 to enable them to move, which was granted. The statement also disclosed that Akufo-Addo personally paid compensation packages from his own resources to some of the traders and artisans after national security had concluded negotiation with them. It said a group of artisans describing themselves as a junior masters who were not beneficiaries of the initial compensation, in a letter to the President, Akufo-Addo dated February 25th, 2018, appealed to the President to be included in the compensation package, a request to which the President had accepted. So if the national security, because of the security nature into the President House, the status away kojina there as a president, this security is a paramount because we have a figure for the nation. Now, security reasons, the national security had to evacuate based on their security. And freedom on yet. Let's say, what you need for the president or compensation, does that mean he has bought the land?
Minya, apart from the economic aspect, what the came
No, I want you to answer this question.
No, never.
No. President paying compensation means buying the land.
Oh, land no, it wasn't for the president. Never. Land no, it wasn't for the president. He bought it from the chiefs. Before Otua compensation. That's what I mean.
President bought the land.
Yes,
from
the land
chiefs.
does not belong to the president.
But he bought the land from the chiefs.
From the chiefs. Before he paid compensation to, because
so on your outright rejection and from by president paid compensation for them.
What I'm saying is not about
based on security analysis of the place.
There's a road in front of the house. Was that road blocked? Cars for her. Was that road blocked?
You need one block, you know.
Na nipa na what tonga de mo wonye bi di na embe mfie no.
But is this safe down for about
embe mfie no. Embe mfie no. Hwe aye du baby awe hu. Where security threats and start no. Where your barrier ho. Aya call close to Ekufuado Nifie when he was the president. Na should be a barrier and start. Me, yes I adi oye no eya na enyo. But what I'm saying is that that's the same place our papa. His father was also the president. And it was a place economic activities the offices around though. Just after the war, no, the offices around. We'll boo them office now. And baby mbana tongade no won fa Ekufuado ni dan nim na okotongade unam na okwan ne so a ana ka nam ho a edu ho na wato wa de na woko. You move them and they are here and so do a green grass for ho na obe carry the place no na eda ho. This is what we were talking about. Ya de ane to nchan a insama ye ka wo he ya minuen okeka nsem bebre na nya asema me na meka yo. Aya asema wo se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia waka nti yembobo hu and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say enam say economy ni yenti ye fa nkrofo adwuma ma yentua won ka me de asembai ene nyam na mekan. It is not me kogu ebu na meka. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na asema waka ase napko for 100,000 yentua won ka afforestation 70,000 yentua won ka. Nempo ya nanom na ye janum a wa ye adwuma mo akọ pension mo sika nkete e wo ho no so eno so ye de yensa kobom ba umia na sem okane na owie na oka say malankasa ba umia me hudrum ma aka 3 days mo ya to aba mpo wato petrol. Then somebody or ha ose we onipa no ase mankasa mpo me hudrum no efidi wi ya abem. Sha and a John Dramani Mahama we hu attempt so the cocaine be kwa ye be kire wo sa bambim na wade kwa won kire won nti wotum de kwa asem bi ansi a when you make that attempt you be arrested and trap John Mahama for that so nkwanga sa be expose wo hu say mo address de da muton cocaine wade kokra won kire mo a na e mo asema say ye gold o say ye cocaine o ya di bia sa o smuggle di bia fi o ma yima the national security will come after you. Na MPP denka yenimu ade ne yenimu fa moton numbi mangasa moton na mosa numbi na and MPP na sabi obi a okani name a ontumi ntu America otum di cocaine gwan wa bra national security for ho soldier for ho na wontumi enchire no mini aka asem dake. So when you have a certain track record na nyame na me kana wankasa o presidential candidate abeka to say one how one emu na ye Ekufuado ne family and friends na okofa nkrofo a won bo no ma wo ba ba mu ma ba ne gi gu yatete o pansa mi nti na wo lose election na host say kwam na esu man se yen ka bi na me ka bi a me koku abu a bone be na ma ye kwam na.
All right,
dia ba umi akan you also have the responsibility to tell people say asem na odi ato ho no nyame masem na ye ja akwa na asem ba umia na okan nti na yanso ye ka bi no na de okan ye nja ba akumpo wechi ye be chirechire ma akwapem say eja akwa ye comfortable o be comfortable o asem bi one ba umia nka kan ye ndisifo
be that say ba men kan o message kakra. Okay, bro, what Dr. Baumia said during the thank you tour at Western North is the hard truth. Were people not calling for reshuffle? Again, no matter what you say and advise in cabinet, the final decision will be taken by the president. All right, this is from Atosam. Okay. Is it not very strange that with all the traditional media houses at the Thank You Tour program, none of them saw or reported that Opariansa slapped Nana B. But only NDC propagandist machine who are telling us this bogus issue happened. They should be ashamed of themselves. But I say, Ankrato. Okay. Also, did I hear the NDC rep saying Nanado bought that land for 50 million? And okay, so I've making wahadi, but he couldn't substantiate. Also, or ton wo Nanano mo ho, and no tier compensation. The ma and wana and a woye ejuma hono. All right. So the money involved. So the money involved or turn one an animal was 15 million Ghana cedis.
Come now. Why are you talking about this issue?
No,
I've made the point. So assassin that hono. Nenye Ekufuado there. It belongs to the two. So he bought it from the two, and for political reasons. So he also paid a compensation for them. Say, one call should be no one fan cotton. My issue is, I don't know because what be a president in and that's where I'm coming from. It is not even the amount he paid or what he paid.
When you only free one, one annual the banana born.
Not all he Unimobia.
I don't know anybody, but who's Unimobia is on you.
Oh, minimum be on Yejuma. Not to Ojina Wa, Otonga, as is on Tonga Dibium. I know.
Eja Kobeda say. But men can also message in be our hadi. And Pocho share. A minimum men can be all test. Okay. JDM National Executive Regional Ministers. Regional executives and constituency executives, NDC international serial callers, here ejuma because time no day from our Pellins, others, okay, poly camp. All right, Judge Justice Arthur. I am also a qualified caterer from TTU, olden days. So every assembly event, do contact me. As you will fear oye na ya brewo NDC ho ache papa. Kweku Sakis, watching you live from Ahafo. Gosu greetings to Honorable Kweku Ako and Enoch from Aguna Dwakwa. All right, Nunsu Niza Ozi Abayena watching us on Facebook. It is purely falsehood. Nado never bought any land from any chief. What kind of propaganda is this? You said Nanado paid 50 million and you are questioning about it, then you are running away from it. Okay. Richie K from Abra, I have listened to the thank you talk, but I want to ask, did Baumia knew all of these things before even contesting to become NPP flag bearer? Hey, Baumia, this is a big time flop. Ozzy Abayin. Jagos from Ensawum. The NPP, together with Dr. Baumia, must rather do nationwide apology than doing a thank you tour. Greetings to the incoming flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Papebi Ejapon, the Mr. No Nonsense man of our time. Okay. Patriotic voice from Goss. So, regards to Dr. Digitalization, Baumia and Mr. Mankwa Ajari, Isaac, NPP Sunyani West, Constituencies Ken Vice, Chairman and incoming NPP Bono Regional Organizer. I agree with Ghana GBA in passing a resolution to demand the reinstatement of Chief Justice because what Mahama and NDC government have done is unconstitutional and we are not in military rule and they should rather fix the hardship which has been worsened under them with the continuing high prices of food and services, a bag of cement being 130 Ghana cedis. And then so Neza Odi Abayin. All right. So may read the rest of your messages more. Why any text message, you know, na makan mezi amo but yanko yenim. Oh, yanko yenim. Professor Bokpin and Ozzy Atuga. But before that, in Pony, young call this issue last week opui the Minister of Health Oko Tamale had an altercation with one of the doctor with issue bia na nobo endro. Subsequently, the CEO of the hospital had to be sacked. Now we're replacing it. The issue was the minister in free day on Kodie hospital and on Kodie. But then the minority are still insisting that minister no apologize and also respect workers or face the consequences. Minority demand Mahama to reprimand health minister. Eyakoma men shasi in free order. The step up minister Nutino, though the situation was not pleasant, ne approach, was it in the right way?
Minia, we hubia nipa ni ye na won kan kodana komaso a obi ye bribi na betu nipa na brabo mimpo a nipa no ye ni ye a we hia sa nipa ne da. Mahama niniama oye na ye nniama ebe ma nipa di ye na di nipa esi bebi a eye hwe yembe so nkrofo bi so na won de ye emma amanfo ne nkwa ahunyenhiem na engu aban nanim ase. As for that yemfendi agro and kwame tiemi wa hande.
Okay.
Anybody why you not doing say aban bi nti na na ho na aban ni ho bi o mi nti oda ho wo ha obeye bone etia sa aban. Wherever you are, we'll fish you out and take you out.
Free the former CEO of Tamale Teaching Hospital was appointed by the previous government. He was sabotaging the current government.
Sure. Unim Dr. Anaba, MP for Garu. He was the medical director for Rage. Wanya Bonibia. Just one day or vigilante for over Pam Nifu. He wasn't even unemployed. One man letter, one man so what didn't feel. Then he went to private practice. Minia, why is minority not talking about intervention, Minister Koye? Your hospital. And your man kosu ye. Akadia man kasam pop mudi ye jumano. Munibi. Tia de amico.
Who should provide?
Why was the minister not aware? When you inquire fast, my minister no could do. Chief executive need say me MPP address na me buy. Nti se nua me nkoye kra maintenance na nye kom. Se na ebe ya wo bebo aban ni nechi. Na wo bo aban ni nechi wi a na me ni age. He's not supposed to be there in the first place. Oh, the medical directors at the various teaching hospitals in our assessment. And he knew it's a political appointment. So when government changes, definitely you go. Minia, I will not waste my time on Obia. On yeduma mo binding kwasua. O se aban bi no de ne ba hinti. O better how to sabotage government way. Now I will focus my attention on their health minister no koye no. See everybody na tough. He went there to solve the problem. Is the problem solved or not? Come now, before going there, no, there was a problem. If you are no problem, now solve and then solve it.
After the donation, the problem of hospital we need solve.
As about maybe Sane say, time a minister fee ho no, at the Benesi hospital. Aye, academia no mo hia ne se ni na nkwa yimpa ebiako. Has the minority what say what the minister na about to say. Okopue hospital ho na edumayefo a wanye we edumaye oka we ni wie na ebi ni mu nko ofie no wa san so de niama ama won say won fa nye eduma mo man ne nkoso ya na she se minority e ohowe hu dia me hu ni so wa be mu na usa na if you want to make yourself relevant niama bi wo ho a otwe hu fim. The first thing you should do is I don't know kware o ka say no kware unnecessarily you sorry and I could defend the idea any kwan say o defend it.
But successive governments have failed this nation in terms of health.
What I'm saying is the atibia aban bia be na fam.
Yes.
And Yambo Cobra Minta can on about to say when his attention was drawn to 24 hours screen do or the name maneko. And it's minority of a marking and uncrofu want to be for pen and paper, issue statement to congratulate him. No one what about to say why are they? Obia
must he be applauded for what he is supposed to do?
What he's supposed to do?
Yes.
Na you be about me catch and say na na do ye na mama. When him be yam wotum dim kudima na ado anye nti when him egu ase mo king. But you Bible say oh yeah na wo ye ne ye yanka when him be yam.
But he is the health minister.
What I'm saying is young health minister na wo ho. Enche bia wo ko opposition ni na wo ho. Na nso na wo ni nuama. Ni ye ni health minister wo man mu. Mini asema mi keti o. Enyama akobra minta kando de kwa yi. Wo ni bi wo ho. Technically, yeba buy mu 4 months ani. From 2017 to 2025, 7 January, any health minister wa mayimu.
Are you also saying that the former administration wanye bibiara mbwa Tamale Teaching Hospital?
Menkasa. That's not what I'm saying.
But per what you're
saying? Me the American say. Na meni efra sisi ade me hu ade. Madam Sidiane. It is the American say, and I mean, say, Tamale Teaching Hospital, Nyama bi wo ho a wo ni. Ne yanya minister bi a okofa ho no, sa nyama ni nara we nya. Ohia ba so body. Ohia say ye be hye ni nkran. Me dia kwam na, let me ask you this personal question. Me wa hey, me what studio hey. Na da bia me ba studio ha, me ye nyama and my tearful threatening will say, some of the neighbor program issue. Yan tier program to the extent say, what sponsors scratch to say, it's your food system will phone you now. They are what kind of say, make my program needs to be ma, won't see a beam. Well, your sponsors advice say, I should be coming on the program. Until say, who producer, the friend is saying, but me by no catch him say, henceforth, don't come on the program again. Who producer, why you bonny?
On your bone.
This is what I'm talking about. Na say yami yadum na bra mu yimi fi so na mu de obi foforo betra ha na ne sema oka no emma mon listeners wo boje mon so ma to the stand impo say afoforo abeka ho ma mon sponsors we ni age a won bo about so won bo producer na about so. This is what we should do to Cobra Minta Kando. He went there to solve a problem. Nti MPP before you won ya say o man na kwa hunye him na obi kono ko solver. Hey, one yaw and then one yaw. To them, everything about my buying up a film the whoppy. That's how I said. They say, let us make it clear to a fair mark and an encrofu. Wherever they are, baby, I watch Shabia, Wabu wanting to pop one encrofu bishi shaho. Some of Bayan mate ya John Mahama Bino. If you are to not even take the minister to go there, we the party members will go there and move that person out. Because Yambedi agro. Nando ko Tamale Teaching Hospital me yanku bia o Tamale o nurse or a teaching hospital. Ati ndo ba hwa eni jaba nkrofo wenim because they are sure they say and you how be no ba there are certain equipment affairs in any wa sisi a wo wa wo betu benya wa yaresa enye fe nyane fa ni aba the minority
so you feel that the call from the minority no
is
perfect.
I wouldn't want to use certain words so but absolutely. The other one, me the better. Share, Minia. When I know your papa, one born about so. Na, you will hear you fear. Me papa knew come na. Na me consu me quay, name aka last one no. na meba na ade no ebo ofem ankra na nkasa wo fie na ayema nti ade na ebo ofem ni nti meba ubetwa miti na nkra na eye manage eno nka ho asem uhu obi so yes ah won't you say the person is not sincere it's the bia kwam na me ka say sa na ye de bebo ye mbrade a ene de minority wo beche opposition pa because one yama wo ye no enya nuama eye fe na bua mo man koso and I hope he say afeyo marking obet sesa na kwan na wasesa ne nuama bi na se wansesa na kwan na wansesa ne nuama bi a bebi otel na saa na obeya yen NDC fu amanyi ni je because ne nuama oye no Emma,
the statement was made by Mavis in Kansa Buedu, a ranking member of Parliament Committee on Employment and Labour Relations.
Until today,
if you Secretary East, one reprimand the minister or appreciate the effort of workers.
Any day. He should wait when he becomes the president. When she becomes the president, no one can imagine. No, come now. Me the master me be we kwan. Some man ya yet me we hu. Yan hwe na yan toto man yan kan si nipa bi we ni ma. They will face away any passing obi. Ana ne yan na mu ma association keke. Ghana Bar Association no. I say Ghana Media Association ya mu journalist association. I say men fellowship e matter this so dey ma ye na ye kobi. Nanda wotum jira ho kase ukru your former aspiring presidential candidate of a party nti you issue a statement say president ya hwe ne kwan hwe na onam no because anambra ne kire ne nansa we atwa ho say mombra na monko issue hwe ye wo man mu ehu na nkrofo bi en take care because we will not allow them to misbehave. Say politics no be ya oni ne kuru kwatras na won ye politics
and indeed addressing the issue in public, you know. I mean, yet reporting for the doctor involved, our head of the emergency, or teaching hospital, or threatening life. A report.
A report if you hear
from the Ghana Medical Association.
Oh, mini are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, sir. Na doctor nangasa de onkashi.
It's a doctor who make a complaint to
okay, so be threat on life, you make complaint to a Ghana
based on what happened.
Had Ghana Medical Association reported the issue to the police?
I don't know for that.
But that should be the process. Come now, just hand over threat and I'm a threat on life. Yeah, young Craig could now make a complaint to you. You first report me to the police. Say, Kweku ba studio hano. Wabeka chem say me put fi studio ha obetwa meeting. And I hear them not.
All right.
Me that's it.
Maso me that's it. Yakwa.
Okay, Suban.
The call by the minority.
Mo we aho. Me say Central Regional Deputy Communicator, Regional Communication Officer. Na etefo. Amaye ya ye sabe. Iwi ni power Ghana nyoze. My brother say Baumia MPP wakade obotuye napko fu osika. Oye no kwa wotuye bibu wozikem. Oye me yaw. Nanso Omanpain Mahama Kejina Tamale as reported by Graphic Online na Ghana Web. January 14, 2014. Special schools are over Tamale Ninala, a ten of the past. It's barren short that 3 days time. My former boy school needs behind hobio. They have to close the school for 3 weeks. In your man paying now would see me a dinya. Biom. On man paying Mahama. Kaje Kumasi Kache Kumasi Kuma wood for there. We secure funding from Turkish Export Bank. We basically theater maho. Ne presidency ni chum. When city theater no one farm on a lawyer president and or catch a Ghana for there. Why we name ni nyinara mark and what I'm saying is Omanpaina Oshaba Ondido in there Ghana far to Abaman Wabayajan kwa Sabe Obiarenim hey iten kodura na yi ni mika His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia NDC fu mo apo na mo kede if you had his luck any type wo mo abani mo party mo Bawumia ono ya asamfo for Ghana for wo team munu anu ma wo team and NDC fu ka che there obiara de my brother say we will not allow people to misbehave oh dama in the Ghana nyina ye wadwuma wo office na ye NDC ni no ya za omanpei mahama na NDC fu aka de ya it means you are misbehaving. We have a long way to go onu nti in omanpei mahama okay che Ghana for there when it comes to the war unleash violence on Ghanaians also na hold the feel revolutionary background and war ban bibiara was a to trust up na was a kodo na se won feel revolutionary background no man pay mahama was when ministers in any appointees no they to trust some others won trima in kada trinya oye neduma who is community akando oh what wabamo abe MP nyankopon na adom why your minister intili kwa etretre watebem imbo biara me bread o se nurse said maso mo obi ane so oye adwuma ho o ka cham de o kwadwuma posuro because community aka no na NDC fo wa for nkofo hye ho o kwadwuma posuro de wo bobro ho this is the government also oath that he will do justice to all manner of persons irrespective of your color, creed, affiliation and our social culture background. Oh the man intine inye NDC nya inye nipa na obi bakade so ye ekurumpa nkone zo nya hwe ayeko aye bien aye basa aye perversive and make me first statement me buttress with the point Ashanti regional mayor hwe so nya za NDC fo Why orientation the more there when you say to trust him now from bully Ghana far in Kobeya then in the community candle Sabi
NDC for your orientation the man one ministers and one appointees there one bully Ghana for
Missy say if clause 10 years Missy say on yet you are confirming on yet the margina na ayako ayebie aye basa into me your research them your literature reviewer I can conclude and submit the inyo Zagana African or yanokwa because BS Ashanti region because BS Tamale and my only CC Wagana hey or Sunday or started with health one or started over minister that Ghana for waffle who juma minyara nurses teachers for waffle with jumya worker to the wasako o send when you end this for in the one ample one call for back ebe yasu ya to abani bi in the afi war sack him yaket the fee yatin wa some Ghana ha na ye minister was well in na hospital ni here enzama enkama abana we twom wa ye in na hwe na ye busy ka ho o send government is continuous ekona enzama bi ohwa o de hwe na akaza o de doctors wo here was ye adwuman in they provide na zam ho na my brother catch here there in the in NDC ya they will kick you out o say na what aba was zam ho yehuni yakan no onyem there why ya man there was he do the judiciary was he do ho o say they will feel there were untouchable. In my brother, what's now how confirm that they will not allow anybody on your NDC don't be them to misbehave. Yes, it's a catch or there or ya wa plan and wash shot wa perfectly or in on what confirming. Also, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
So we not them to sabotage the government.
Oh yeah, no quite.
To sabotage.
Oh yeah, oh look at some
allow, please allow. Please allow.
Condition. It's a condition. Kalim. Woman, Miss Woman, madam, so when you do my in the movie, the more bam into one come as up. Oh, power corrupt, absolute power corrupt. Where tum ontena hoda o demre bodu e wan kan ni twin onka confidence na NDC fu wonka hu there the day of reckoning and judgment is coming boni biara wo ye bia won tro onto ho na my brother tsina ha wa confirm wonenum nchehu na oya me yaw de sabe o manpin mahama ebedi president da or your campaign or catch a head there. Woman can number correct is certain mistakes. Number resets. Is this the reset agenda? Ghana for what team? Is this the reset agenda on Mampi Mahama or promise Ghana for then there in your end this year? When you hear Juba to trust some good say. Minim za other DCs, other ministers. What by ye? No more me semunia no mama memoir what was war. Gua minim za my brother justice or by ye. Minim so no sooner ne men where 10 hour where 5. So what was the mababaza? Na way to work at the sister our bobo hema.
But justice had never made any statement to that effect. And anati bribi one them.
Kwamina asama American ehu ina de bia mekada mekasa mpocho
mete wo pa
mese menyim de ne so obaya na mom me advice ho de it's a caution into me tame ye
but nimpananti enti bribia so why would you make that statement and SATA me would and SATA so I try be go be kromade me would and SATA baby MC for that we try be go be
the man to trust some na me brother was you on tema man kasa honor kasa my di ehu na me kasa Ghana for paid or distract because Zawaye na minister no waye na oye aza oye nyiwu na nka what I'm expecting from you there in kabot bay it's in kutusre in the patch chopper in the Zibama Ghana for that za minister ni yen wanye ni ye na in the ejuma ye fa anti in the wo baby anare ya ba na ejuma NDC yi bi wo office ahwenie o say na wa start wo report nkrofo wa start wo report nkrofo into me tumu nuanom fo iye nurse yi iye teacher yi iye djuma wo any district assembly ye wo djuma na mom ye wo djuma na ihu de NDC yi bi aba ho a mpocho hwo wo ye o say na oreba e bi aba hye na chi anade onyi panyi bi na ma onye obakasa rough o say de dem etu trusam na o man panyi ma ha mo kan de wo fi operational background na what e ba bemin na wa ba ya nzama on se no fata we make Ghana kabimam kabin what tuna say what that for head judiciary one Ghana for nhwe o Sunday ye hu ye kan na sabi ehu bidenti
or the judiciary issue I believe the president he went through the process per what the constitution described and
Kwamina
yes
it can hear constitution na or say discretionary powers at article 146C or A discretionary powers should not be used arbitrarily.
But is that discretionary?
Now tell me back. I'm moderating the show. Don't worry. Because I know the constitution procedure president no offer. So aba no oh yes in come on ye gidi nyabutal Messi with our chief justice ni issue I know the constitution provisions are order ho the president offer the constitution provision no anamebua so what sort of discretion and our president in way use
Kwamina
yes sir
mama control we are member no mumwe na man can control ose sepede
chief justice yes
is that ye wo kwana ebafado moboa
yes
now said them ekwana na ebafado se nipa li take decision li use them discretionary powers now.
Oh yeah, any discretionary powers.
Oh, Kwame na memo chronological of event. Important statement say me.
Me too.
It refer to a committee mobile.
Edema Council of State. Edema Council of State.
No, ya bra. You are getting it wrong. No. Patrick. No. Pocho. Baman Kamasa.
Fesimam.
Mankasa 4 times.
Me that's it. Me for me time I'm fine. Who is he to give Mahama 22%? You are here when Napo raised an insult against Nkrumah, to whom even his kings, there's no attempt to cross that line. And as a journalist, if not for bipartisan journalists, how could you raise a voice of defense to defend what Napo said? Who defended what Napo said? I asked the question. Anyway, that is your opinion. Good afternoon. Kabir Suman, I salute you for the good works you are doing. I respect the chairman for his delivery. He spoke as a matured politician devoid of insult, but I think he was a bit biased in rating the performance of President Mahama. Anyway, we are entitled to our individual opinions. That's the way he saw it. He should keep it up. Michael Agbeko from Amomoma. The former vice president has spoken as if he wasn't a member of the government then. He has made us believe the rumor that he was sidelined. Mike Agbeko. All right, Uncle Mike made us say. Kamne Suman, was Dr. Bawumia referring to his current government, referring to this current government, or he was referring to the then NPP government? That was voted out of power. So with this kind of communication, his people will think he knows how to talk. The NPP never accepted what was going wrong, and that resulted in their defeat, and no wonder they are just towing that line to make people think they know how to talk. No wonder they will rot in opposition, aim high. Also, Odia as a Abayan. Kamina, Patrick is trying to turn Dr. Bawumia's message into linear inequalities, but Ghanaians already knows that NPP has nothing for us. We have hope in President Mahama and his appointees. NPP never again. Greetings to my boss, Kobina Issa from Eko Ishan Se Meow. But memfa few calls. Miriam, Maba Nama can the rest of the messages. 0244 408 046 0244 408 354. Good evening. Yes, sir. Me pacha mental voice 24 no abeya Fabian wano ai.
Wapo.
Nyame adumo na wonso e.
Nyame adumo.
All right, I will tell seconds mental.
One day no MPP free one per correction. One say one penina or don't call about told Nancy will can one mistakes a wire. One with H&M or what I am paying. Take off my by Americans, any I 100%. Of room mistakes, you are whatever. Aka few days now to our best how to be true. No come now. But I didn't want to work. Whatever. I mean, you said when you mind one good to know when you one. The one you more in the secondary, I'm coming at some more all or a streamline see on a barrack basintali. It's you never. Let's see on NPP government. What's up? My every month to be out there for 1,000 candidates. See you.
So let's discuss the issues that we are discussing here. Aye.
Okay.
But I see baby. Good evening.
Fine, come on, Usman. Welcome to them.
I'm coming up here 10 seconds, me too.
Yo, Madasi, Mamma Commas, Mamincha, honorable, Ramana, Mincha, Nyaku. and I'm President Mama. There, MPP for. And while I'm going to be a young, when a catch you fail, yet then you build and now come and then you may never be near the two of Mama. Simply because Mama was son, I be up for why you did that. And what's it in the way you, and I know Sabi, it being pian, and the way you be, it being pian, and the way yet. May you pass a Sabi, what fun I, you know, and the sooner over here that is the Shannon, and to say a small bar, don't want to talk about non-family. No, but also, ma'am, how can the moon there? How can the Mokakotrania, the papa, into Mato, Nenchi, Mazaba, aware of Bobana Baden, and the Elk for Mamma Nabaru, and many are no about tea, just being a mother, the Jan of Tampura, since MPP, one conquer that won't make you.
Let us come up here. Good evening. Yes, sir. Good evening, Chairman. Chairman, I do uncle. The confrontation on here with the doctor, no, na. What's it on petrol?
Kastle FM 90.3. Heavy.
All right.
Kastle FM.
Chairman, that's it. All right. Okay. All right, Chairman, I'm sure that's it. Papa, good evening.
Good evening.
Apoma.
Kasa mo ye nkorokoro ma hona wakase nyina. Ekor ye ma okoti John chapter 9 verse 25 no. Asam na kan ala na emi mom na me de quotation na aka ho. John wo ma tira kono ni chichimodo nenum de ina me yenyi ferenyi na nde me hu ade. No korinyi menyu aje kasa no ho papa. Ghana yenyimede o mani wa ahwefom ena yele mado. Nti ma obaye o man na mado no. Onye da nchi yebisebisa ho nsam ananda ho. Eko no sese ayale ye adwuma hwe wachi na bia na NDC nyi bi wo ho. Inyew. O de NDC nyi hwewo. De sele ye adwuma papa. Obobo wa bado. Mmomere ye bone ma ya asana akohie chira. Oyeda no nka. Osanda awa nka no. Abobon. Man esi. But
that's it, Papa. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to
Papa Mpacho, my fault. Yes, in Como. Aye.
Yo, Mr. Chika, Mr. Sabu.
All right, Papa. Me too.
Yeah, my father, I couldn't get a no from my still far away to Castle. I'm trying to take a Mr. Hayford. Late Marcasinia Banamisi. So that I did some more calling to continue. Mr. Hayford,
all right.
Hey, I'm from now. Baumia, I am bold. We are waiting for this for a long time. And I applaud Baumia for what he has done. When I was tougher when Kuka in 2024. Now I said, Ubia, Nimpaso, the Bonoso, Yoya, you know, on Pacho. Nan Kabum and Sansumbra. I applaud Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 100%. Yes, we were arrogant in power. Some of our members in those in offices, in those in high places, were greedy and they don't respect even the force at the ground.
All right.
No, I don't blame Dr. Mahmoud Bagma for coming out with the bold decision. This, I think, this no, remember a phone so no, akuma ehu no adje. Now my attention, I build the party no for 2028 general election. Mr. Speaker,
that's it, Master. That's it. Good evening.
Yes, one.
Efo.
My brother. What for today?
Yeah, me adu mo mpocha wa so e.
Right, yeah.
All right.
My brother MPP in there, me chair na mo bona abado. I forget that Abana also Odin Besafo, on Odin over by Betia, or your running mates, and they would to me be sazy. I am home. Hey, just one. Hey, I think my brother MPP, you know, come back and to my support, Mankadam and support, but we figure that there a party no there be sending Nana dan Kwakufuado land no autonomy but report can no one can what turn the land no anamabwa.
I am here to bring out the fact anamabwa.
Yes.
Enti wankasa ma mekane ena manunsu kane okeno ehu where the truth lies ana. Yes. Enti enko yenim. Don't blame me.
And it's for presenters are almost car when count because I want to win if you one count. Hey, my brother, and this is manual ko obey propaganda. Biara do ye pa yen Ghanaians ye be John. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Nasamo all kind one catch and another down Kwakufuado. I don't know the blame the mono. That's one in Nala because I don't to one point there. Can the Jacopo count? That's the one in Nala arrogant than Oma. Ghanaians want to talk about Mount. I know I saw a can. As okay, because as okay, one in Nala will count. It's no patrol there. Muwaye Biara. One fair, okay, our police station. A corner for a police station executive. I know I'm kind of battering. Because I say police station executive Tiabi, you know the scout that down. Nebinum win Yamabia, Nebinus wait 1 year, but in the MPP Maluko. Share after you mark or Cassambi. That's more to one MPP Maluko.
All right. Master, let us say. Good evening. I'm Jennifer, I'm into you. I'm Yadumo now, I swear. One kasa PRC soon kasa on. Ya ba hwe me be ai. Ye nte with 10 seconds.
Kastle FM 90.3 heavy.
Let us see. All right. I'm Jennifer, let us see. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Papa.
All
right. Okay.
In fact, and some of what discussed when you are very important. Now,
Papa, Makada radio be a witchy. Able to my edumina action way through.
I figure to me here.
Putting you.
No, the man pedam can you there. And we're being me and this in pan MPP in Penny. Where you come? Let me could be there. One mark in the quarrel on the since the propaganda, a propaganda. This Tangana for your probably. And say propaganda, now, who ye can't some American. tape no or Bagamonium. And now one Jamonium, and same people know. Then my wife says, I want and I want to patch away. And this is a super walk on below. The Munianum and this phone, so I damn it. Who to one for? What's my ill to a damn often new to my mesopho? Only then that Yanum MPP for 1 year. No. Ma Ghana for one and I say, but that won't be shown. Miss so we can maybe one to one no quando. Mama won't quite care that Munianum MPP for 1 year. Ma what to a bit here. All right. But this what one like a second.
And I see. Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, family man.
Yes, boss.
But your poor man.
Yamiado Mona won't swear.
Oh, Yamiado. But so better to move. Hello.
Two for you too.
Mpocho, impeding this maybe the MPP in the day. Chief Justice Abu Banana or Yem Wooty. No Bana or Yem Wooty, no Butu Akadia, and way to Miss Afraid if you do, to Miss Afraid if you do. You put us one year, BPR, Wooty if you got that. I mean, never no Yukuna, on your Cabricina, passport to win some, the plane ticket to win some, and then Bano Yukuni, when you Bonnie Juma. And woman you from coming trade your phone to go. Me and Jaya and Dada some no all Codono, Obanamo, infinite full what I dying. My minister, so papa, or Mamma Sanaba, so your Banusua, and your best don't continue. I'm obviously your banana or die for Medasi.
Last caller, good evening. Last caller, good evening. Okay. Hello, good evening, last caller.
I'm my people.
Papa Pocho, my fault. Aye, me too.
I know, Master. One about a bit of 10 seconds. Why you pew.
Papa, Pocho, what's to come awesome?
Yo, myself, I'm a new Abel Gofunya, maybe I'm winning Juma.
Ejima Dasi.
Hey, Martin, a jam in Takando, Ghana, I am piano quarrel. Yam piano quack. So, NDC, I don't know if you're on the right path. I will no opposition, so on yet. And people say, yes, NDC opposition. I use on yet. If you galam say, Mahama say, Mobama, Juma, I go for the local now, even the Bassa, left or the correct. Mo class be last weekend. Madaho, in the moment there, a Mumbai hospital queen, moment there, one paying for what the Deminka. A toilet, I won't tell me your boy. Won't come on your cry. Why that was such a box? Because Obabaho unannounced. Obabaho unannounced. In the ceiling day, if you are saying, the kind of wagon. What can the whole thing was say, and son, we were I'm a contractor. Why be a small portion, but I was say, we to our pay. And so I've got to be, I mean, this the entity report. But what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, no cocoa money, no all canano wal casa. And so I can't know what I can copy Pidama. And I mean,
Nyamenka was so medasi ewo onso diaba. Hey, we have Kwame can look alike in your studio. The MPP man is full of humor in his submission. I love for the okay. Medasi. President has not done that, please. That is why the Ghana Bar Association is asking the president to lift the suspension. Good evening, Kwame. The fact is that the MPP has become a deteriorated party, and the projection is that it will lose the 2028 election again. Hey, Yakwa.
Kwame.
Yankwe.
It's here for a one was send a message there. Nka Monsoy Matina Hana may make a point. Na mana me ka
obi a send message there sorokwa
kamasa na makade se president wo pede wo to obi the chief justice ana no ho nsem bia na mkamba macronological but fast forward obi o retain me uncle read the article 296C on mandate the president there say bia well, committee be where no report no was in some maybe on a EU so discretionary power. Also, where the person or authority is not a judge or other judicial officer, they shall be published by constitutional instrument or statutory instrument regulations to govern the exercise of the discretionary power. Them Chief Justice no one sabi the buck stops at the president. Constitution na manembra. Senare mpone president no be yinare no ezo. Sena no poku adwuma no be yinezo. Sagana fu yina no be yin edide yankatine fia. Constitution na man kwanda onye. Nemmom constitution na wa man kwaso do onye. Constitution ni so hyane de. Azibiara obayen, he should be guided by the constitution. It's a mini problem, but American there, is transit. NDC was the 200 years simple. Dako. Wubefi abem. Ma won ye wa adwen there. Sabi webeza ban ne do won fi abem da. Dako. Wubefi abem. Ghana fu nyina nya abotar. Ya mompa osande okonfo ne hyenkom de ikrom a otime bi nanso dem NDC fu ya yenyim hoyi mesisi ara wo start worry yeze iwo hɔ a na ahweye iwo hɔ a na ahweye iwo hɔ a na ehu de sabe ye wa amanye ku bi a ye wo democracy but wo ye revolutionary democracy ni ehwe ye hu ye na definitely one day we be fi abem
eja kwa me da say one day we be free abem ba call Papa,
let's get it right. Na amambra Ghana yedi bu oman no se ye ba ha na yen a yenim de te se me na eja akwa na wa akwa me na wo ka ho a ini kwan se ye dan no na ye siniti ase amambra na kire se aya ajaji fu na apenyin so obi bonu kwedu a or the bread president na enya beka president ne nsa oni ho kwan bi ase or the council of state na we establish prima facie say asem na nipa no de aba no no kware bi wo ma na no kware bi nim nti kwam na it is not like president he has some discretionary power na wa ka say na ya na menye mbra ne kire say kwam na ya president na eja akwa na chief justice na me petition against eja akwa na me the bra wo pe de ya na say we the co-producer council of state ho na we establish a prima facie so when you establish say asema be engineer so wo minti say ye hwehwem pe as say president no or set up a committee chaired by a sitting Supreme Court judge and son of president why pepe and why an sabi was suspend no send ye be ya obetran chen
na we to buy
ye hwehwem sa na kanti eja akwa me ye sure say asema obeka wa onim say sa na eti no share that kind of say the president has no discretionary power when it comes to obia petition against the chief justice because yes sir imbrana nkasa emma ne tumi so your mampeni no what to mbrana say right. And it also has a consequences
but I say eja kweku ako or also o submission all right and Patrick Akwa and ora Emmanuel kweku ako yabua and obetina say is in come. Good afternoon, Camera. In fact, I did not listen to you for your starting, but this morning, okay, we are not discussing Zoom Lion issue here. Eja Moses, I'm sorry. Yeah. And see. Good afternoon, Mr. Host. Please kindly ask the MPP man that why did lost in the election. It will see from Aidan. Okay. It will see into Neza Ozzy Abayin. Okay, I'm in fancy na men sorrow do men call my name. JDM, my president, please stay focused on your governance and shout the opposition MPP party because that is what they have planned to do and they will stay in opposition forever. Ohini Jan, Gusi Pap inside Besak room. Ohini Jan, so thank you for your message. Good afternoon, Mr. Host. Please, I don't understand what the NDC man is talking about. Ghana land law indicates that all lands belong to the state, stew and family. So Nanado is vindicated. The law allows payment of compensation for all properties, including relocation of people. Thank you. I say last 1 year na my congratulations to you all. NPP man is confused. NPP repent boga papebi ankafufie. Good evening, AJ Suman. How are you? But tell the NDC that the Ufiasem, mind your own business. Do you know ahead of you? Richard from Akotachi. All right, yeah, they see Elho. As any be in comma game park, Telecell, Betway, NFE, Anointed Engineering Services Limited, High Sense, once so Oshay Nassen, and we edition as a production team headed by Mr. Bernardo Grossman, FKK Blackus, NFE during that training to our Facebook, then also on YouTube. Master Mrs. Combination man, Eberson Shibut Yami Adomo Ochina. Have a wonderful good evening. Yakrawina.